Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Oregon Ducks, taking on last year's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Ducks will boot it away to start the game. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will get first crack at it today. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape because that was not quick. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think one, he was just aggressive. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good 3rd down situations, execute on 3rd down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. There he goes! Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Snagged in the middle, it's Moore. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37. Oregon was dominant last season until the Ducks ran into that Ohio State juggernaut in the Rose Bowl, and that left Oregon still in search of its long-awaited first national title.
Well, Dan Lanning has built this thing into a national championship contender. He's done it in the trenches, but I'm curious to see what they do at quarterback and how that position plays out. Dylan Gabriel exhausted his 17th year of eligibility finally last year, David. So that's where my eyes are at.
He did, no doubt about it. He was around for a long. On the precipice, is this the year?
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll run the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense
turning it on. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. Lets it fly. Touchdown Ducks. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns.
Crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stayed aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful. I
agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He'll pitch it. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. One of the benefits of conference expansion gives us new rivalries, and maybe we see one of the better ones budding between Oregon and Ohio State. Ducks got the better of it in the regular season and then took an absolute beating in the Rose Bowl.
They sure did. Ohio State looked angry in the Rose Bowl, remembering what had happened at Autzen Stadium early on in the year. So for Oregon now, it's your turn to get a little bit of payback. Oregon's recruited extremely well. They've got playmakers on both sides of the ball, but you've got to show up to stop this Ohio State defending national champion team here, Dave.
Yeah, and Oregon, don't forget, they were the best team all year long in the regular season. So, this team was so good, they had a bad day. It was a bad day to have a bad day, but now you get to come out, exact some revenge, take it to Ohio State and show them that was a one-time thing. We're still running the Big Ten.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. Back to pass, it's Sayin. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. They'll send the back in motion. Running into the open. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Let's go. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Tate. Breaks into the open. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains, it's at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. So now it's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. 3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Buckeyes are threatening on 1st and goal. Wants to adjust the pattern. Just keeps slinging it. Going for 6. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw it to. You saw it right there.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Georgia is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These dogs have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to Kentucky. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Moore will throw. He'll try to do it himself.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. They'll try the outside to the left. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Just nothing doing on that last run. They knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Off play action. Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson. They finally make the stop, but what a way to end this first quarter after that fantastic play. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out of the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. This one's complete. And he's brought down after a nice game.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
completion on the out route. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fang and make tackles? Nice job by that.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Moore to the air. Rush is on him. Firing to the right, complete. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on third down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a first and goal situation.
And the Ducks trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did. For 6 points.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
I suspect we could see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Sets up the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. He's got him. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Buckeyes heading quickly to the line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And wings it incomplete.
Brings up 2nd down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Now on the option. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play moves to change for the first down. The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Now from inside the red zone. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Here comes the option. Now the pitch. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. And win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Tight end now in motion. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
It's hard in this area throwing over this big defensive line. They've got long arms. You saw it right there, knocking that ball down on 2nd down.
This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And look at the quarterback. Look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. Touchdown, Ohio State. They punctuate the chance with a trip